Hello and welcome. Uh, I don't know if we
Hey,
if we need an intro. No, whatever.
yeah,
Okay,
whatever.
okay. What do we want to do, right? Maybe you should say that. We want to solve one issue today, right? In kind of pair
Yeah,
programming, and I searched for some issue. Maybe you want to go to the repository of the client. Oh yeah, or I
yeah,
posted it. You can also do that.
this one,
Yeah,
right?
this one. So this one we want to solve. So I think we're gonna do the normal workflow now. So I would say check out develop in IntelliJ.
Yeah.
You probably already did. And then we want to make a new branch. So how you do it is
Um,
you click there on where it says develop right now
okay.
and new branch. And then you can type and the naming convention is it's either feature or bug fix, but we are making new feature right now, so it's feature slash hashtag and then the issue number. Oh, maybe we should shortly say what we want to do. So the problem is many people, like, it's like once every 3 days they ask like, oh, what the fuck, login is not working, you're all idiots, right? uh, that's not the case. It's just they try to use their email, which is not that stupid because most services do so, and it would actually be better to use the email for login, but it's not the case. So, and until it's changed, it will take some time, and so we wanna just warn the user. Like normally, when you use the wrong login, you get something that says, "Well, you use your wrong login," but we wanna catch it before. We wanna just see if there's an ad in the login. We just make a special message that doesn't say your login is wrong. It says don't use your email. Idiot. No, not idiot, but
Okay.
yeah. So
Right.
feature hashtag, then the issue number, and then kind of the name. One user.
Username, email, login warning or something.
Yeah, something. Just whatever you feel like. Email with a.
Right.
Yeah. So now it created it locally. So now we can go ahead actually make our changes, or maybe assign yourself first. That would be.
All right. I guess I am
Yeah,
assigned.
you're assigned, right? Uh,
Okay.
yeah, we don't need to add any labels or such. Yeah. Um, just go back to IntelliJ, and yeah. So the question is, where do we start now? Maybe we can just uh, unfold the package structure a little and look at it. Um, main
Yeah.
Java, and then there are all the classes in there, right? And
Right.
actually, I wouldn't know where, where the class is. I,
Like
I
I would
also
just
not.
press Control F and search for login or
Yeah, actually,
something.
there's a package login, but also what's really helpful, and I think if we do this more often, we need to install you a plugin that shows which which shortcuts you're pressing at the bottom. You can
Right.
press Control N, and now you can search for
Ah,
classes. And in I mean, we want to have the login controller. So in JavaFX, there's always the fxml file that defines how the UI looks like, and then there's the login controller that is the class that controls the logic behind the UI, right? So yeah,
yeah.
that it's called login controller is not that surprising. Actually,
Yeah.
oh, you forgot to install the Lombok plugin.
Lombok, right.
Yeah, Lombok. Sorry. No, you don't need to download anything. You press Control Shift A.
Control A.
Now you can search for actions, and now if you look for plugins, no, you can't look for Lombok directly. Plugins
Ah,
there, and now in the marketplace you can search for Lombok.
yeah.
There it is, and we need to install it, because otherwise we have a lot of red stuff in our IDE, and you need to actually restart the IDE.
Okay.
Wouldn't also be that bad. Yeah. Control N. That's
Okay.
exactly what we did, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You can close these pop-ups if you want to.
Yeah.
And you can actually whatever. Yeah, now it's all not red.
Yeah.
So the login controller, that's what controls the logic behind it. Maybe we just have a quick look at the fxml file.
Right.
It's in resources, and then theme, and there are all the fxml files, and well, it's just gonna be there somewhere. Login.fxml, this one. Yeah. So okay, so actually it's pretty hard to see what's going on here, right? We can use the scene builder, which we probably can't. Try to use scene builder.
Okay.
That won't work. The thing is, we use JPhoenix, which is a UI library that adds like super fancy controls, and we need to tell Scene Builder to where to find it. So actually, what you need to do is download a separate Scene Builder. Like you need to download it.
The standalone.
Standalone, okay. And in the standalone version, you can actually tell it how to handle the JavaFX Phoenix stuff. Yeah, this one is correct. Just download it.
Yeah, I've used that one before.
Top one.
Windows, I guess.
Okay, so downloads. I think it should.
No,
there it is.
Yeah.
And also we need the jar from JPhoenix.
Okay,
so it's JPhoenix. I think, yeah. Not sure where to find it. We will see. Scroll down. And
download.
Wait. I'm not sure which one it is. Go to the client, and then go to the Gradle build file. There, all the dependencies are defined in there. You probably know. I'm just saying, somebody watching doesn't have as much experience. So there's the dependency defined, and there's the JPhoenix version. And in the settings.gradle, oh no, is it settings? No, it's gradle.properties.
No,
there's this variable defined which says which version it is. It's 9.06, and if you go to backup, GitHub, hover over the 9, download jar, hover over it. It's 9.8. Well, just copy the link and replace it with 6.
Okay.
I mean, we can also look for this jar on Maven Central, but well, we can just replace it with a 6, and then we should have.
We should maybe use.
Ooh, maybe not. Well, go to search.maven.org, and then we just search it ourselves. Or just Google Maven.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the easiest. Let's just Google Maven.
Maven Central. No,
here.
Yeah, or like that. Yeah, should be fine. And now we need the 9.6.
9.6.
And then there's probably a way to download the jar here.
Yeah.
Nice. And now if you can save that.
Yeah.
And you can install the scene builder now. Or do you have it already installed?
No, I don't. I Oh, that's also gonna take a little bit.
Why that?
Maybe we can do it
It's
without, but
incredibly slow. What's taking your connection?
well, yeah. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I can have a look, but is it faster now? No, it's not. What the fuck? Who's using up on internet?
Nobody is, right? It's just slow.
Oh, wait a sec. Let me. I don't have Steam open. Let's sort by. Oh, TeamViewer, of course, maybe.
It was just the the server that provided the download that was incredibly slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
Scene Builder is now a drag and drop for JavaFX control. So you with it you can create the fxml files. So you don't need to code fxml directly.
Yeah. This is
So
the scene builder.
and then the question is, how do I add this jar, right? That we also downloaded
Yeah.
for it to be able to work with JPhoenix controls, and it's this little thingy there. What's it called in
Okay.
English? It's
That's like,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Okay, this little thingy there. You click on it, and then you say jar fxml manager, and then you just drag and drop in here, I guess. I
Okay.
think that was it.
Let's drag and drop.
Okay, maybe not.
Let's just use. Oh,
Manual add
manual.
library from repository, add library
Mm,
from file system. Yeah.
yeah.
So that should be downloads. Yeah. And then you just
Okay.
want to import all, right?
Yeah.
Close. Yeah. So now you
Okay.
can see there the FX the JFX JPhoenix elements. Yeah. Nice. And we also
Right.
always use those, not the standard ones, right? So because they're cooler.
Look
Okay,
better.
so now actually in IntelliJ we can go and open our fxml file with it. You right click on the login fxml. It's there. Yeah, last one. Open in Scene Builder.
Oh, okay.
And now you need to tell it where Scene Builder is.
Okay.
It's just programs, Gluon, I think. Or maybe Java.
It's
Scene
not
Builder.
Gluon, it's
It's
just
just
scene
Scene
builder.
Builder. And then
Yeah.
probably no, you need to the exe, the executable. Scroll down.
Oh,
Scroll
okay.
down. There it is.
This one. Okay. And now.
Now it opened it. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not the included one. But now you see,
Yeah.
you can't fix the included one. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it doesn't handle the JFX things. But like this, it does. So you can now see this error message is supposed to be long enough to test. So that's where we actually, I think that's where we wanna add the things, right? And
Yeah.
we can see what it consists of. It's a label. Yeah, it's only this label, right? And we can look what it's called in the code section. Yeah, the label has a little symbol in it. Actually, that's I think exclamation mark. No, in scene builder I thought go there,
Oh, okay.
and then in the code section there, this is the section there.
Where,
See my
where's
mouse?
the? Oh, right. Okay.
And it's login error label. Just to
Ah,
so that's also what the variable in the controller is going to be called like, right? So if you go to the
yeah.
controller and then you now scroll up, there you see that's the label, and that's what we want. That's what we actually want to set. The other question is maybe we just scroll down and see where the login actually happens. So initializing, we just initialize everything, right? So certain things that need to be done. For example, we bind some managed properties to visibility properties. That means if it goes visible, it also doesn't take space in the layout. That's what you do here. If you bind this to this, then if it's invisible,
Okay.
it doesn't take space. So, well, let's scroll down. I mean, this is all good, but we wanna actually have the login. There we go. And I think we actually wanna just make if there, and then yeah.
Here.
Yeah,
Okay.
make it if there. If username
So, yeah.
contains, and I will say just add. It's going to be fine, and then curly brackets. We always use curly brackets, by the way. If you don't, you're gonna get shouted at in the review. And yeah, actually, well, we can see what login failed does. It takes a throwable. We probably don't want to give it a throwable.
Yeah.
And wait, what does it do?
It shows him the message, I guess.
Okay, it just sets the text, sets it to visible. Login progress.
Maybe we should make a new method like that, kind of.
Well,
Do we want to?
yeah, the question is, do we extract it now into a method, which we also use here, or do we just copy it? I mean, it's probably hard to extract that to a method. I mean, this too.
Yeah, I would just first write the method and then see if there's something extractable from both
No,
or
I don't
something.
think there's anything extractable from here. I mean, those are the
Yeah.
same, but then this one, it says it to 4. I think it's maybe we'll probably just do it by hand.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really much as well. Yeah, we can just write one on login with email.
On login. Yeah.
And yeah, we don't take any parameters, right? And well, we just use the login error label and set it to visible. Yeah, I would say then we set a text.
Yeah.
Or before that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like kind of like this.
Yeah.
And we need a new localized message, I guess.
Yeah. The thing is, we don't just paste in strings, but we paste in keys. We use keys to get messages, so you can actually translate it. So if you press Control Shift N, you can search for files, and the file for the messages is called message.properties. So you see there also the other ones. But you don't do translations. Translations are done in a web app.
Yeah, okay.
So you just scroll to the bottom. Or maybe search. I don't think there's something like that. Login dot. Oh, there is. Okay, so just do login dot dot.
Email warning, something.
Yeah, login was email. I don't know. And then yeah, equals.
I think we can remove the log. Right.
Yeah. And then yeah. Please log in with your username. Oh
yeah,
you need
that's
to.
better.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Please log in with your username.
And not. Maybe you write the not in capital. I don't know.
Well, that would be like, I think it's, well, do you want that really?
I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, just leave it. Email.
Do you have like these points? Yeah, I guess you have points.
Yeah, and now there's a special service, like it's called I18N for internationalization, and with that service we can query the sentence. So if you go back to the login controller, we use dependency injection.
Yeah.
So if you scroll up, all the services, we use a framework that's called Spring, and it does the dependency injection. So it takes all the services the controller uses in the constructor, and they are actually linked by Spring. So Spring creates the controller and gives the services. So actually all we need to do is we need to make a new private final variable with I18N. The service is just called I18N, so private final. Or press Ctrl D, so you just duplicate the line on the line with the private final client properties.
Oh, okay.
And then you can just call it I18N now. Well, not the also the class, the type of the variable needs to change to I18N then. Yeah. And nice thing, just click on there, and you press Alt Enter now. That makes suggestions to fix the error, and what we want to do is add constructor parameter, right? So if you click on this,
yeah,
and then that's the right one, just click refactor, and boom, it added the constructor variable. And that's all we need to do, because Spring automatically detects, okay, I already know the I18N service, and well, then it just uses the one it already has and interconnects everything. So yeah, we only need to use it then.
right.
So we had set text, and now we need to give it the I18N.get. Yeah, and the string. Like the key we defined in message properties.
Let me copy that.
Well, without
kinda.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I guess.
And what we also should do is cancel the progress, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's needed, but well, it won't hurt.
Well, yeah, I think.
Let's see what it does. Just click with control. Click control, and then with the mouse on it. Yeah, then it jumps to the implementation or to the declaration, and it says yeah, it won't hurt if we call it twice. I actually don't think it's needed, because we didn't yet call the user service login, but it's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
So go back.
We can
Oh,
try it
actually,
out. I mean,
a neat thing to do is Control Alt and then arrow back. Control Alt arrow back. You jump back to the last thing where you had your
yeah.
cursor. So yeah, that's actually all. And now we only need to call on login with email, I guess, in the if, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then of course we want to do a return there because, well,
Right.
we just, yeah.
Oh, we put an else here.
No, early return. We
Oh.
always do early return normally.
Do you like
Just
return
return.
null?
Just return. No.
Yeah.
It
Wait,
doesn't
that's
have. It doesn't
yeah.
have a.
Yeah.
That's return null because it's in this lambda expression.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
this lambda expression does actually have a return value. So if you
Yeah,
now
it's
click play, we can test it.
Let's do it.
I'm pretty certain it works. It's pretty, should be pretty straightforward. You can't imagine how many people do it over and over again. I can't log into the client. And, well,
Oh well.
the answers are don't use it. I mean, I already know in technical help what the issue is because it's always the same. They all do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea to show that warning.
Yeah, the problem is it just says your login is wrong. And I said, no, it's not wrong. I'm pretty certain that's my email. I'm pretty certain that's my password, you know? But, I mean, it's so easy to catch, right? We could also catch it on server.
Yeah.
I thought about that, but yeah, I don't know. We can also catch it here. There's not really much of a difference. I mean, nobody has a username with @ in it. Well, actually, we should check that.
Yeah,
we should, but we can easily check that. I'm not sure if you're allowed to have it, but we should check it.
Okay,
well,
so
if there are users, yeah, nice, right?
should we put a your in here, maybe?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but other than that, fine, I guess.
it works good. Also, we need to write a unit test for it, so that's left.
Okay. Okay, let me just put the your in.
So your email. What else? Oh, I wanted to test if there are users with
Right.
Open up a browser. You should really download Postman and then make a new tab.
I have Postman.
Oh, you have Postman.
Oh no.
Cool.
I don't have it because I reinstalled Windows recently, but I usually have it.
Maybe download it. Maybe it's quicker. If it's quick, then we're just gonna use it. Otherwise, it's just a GET request, so we can just do it in the thing as well.
I mean, we can have a look how fast it is. Yeah, it takes a while. That's 27 megabytes.
Well, whatever.
Maybe let's just use.
Well, for the future. Well, 40 seconds. We can already write the request in the browser, and then it's api.forgelines forever. FA forever. Sorry. I thought you knew the URL.
Yeah.
Don't you type it in 4 times a week? .com.
Yeah. I just was thinking like that I shouldn't type that. That doesn't
No, but yeah, actually I wanted to add more. I wanted to go straight for it. It's data.
Okay.
Data / player. And now you do a question mark filter. So that would normally list all the players we have, but of course we only want those that have an @ in their name. So it's filter equals. So that's a URL parameter now, right? And the field is login. I do know them by heart. Login and then equals. Oh no, wait, yeah, it's right. Equals. Star at star. So at is star is just the wild card, right? And yeah, there are none.
Okay.
So that's no problem. Actually, yeah.
Okay, it works.
There you go. That's your user. And
Yeah.
the last thing you used was downloads FAF client.
Oh wow.
Well done.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you need to have normal characters in your username. Like you're not allowed to have ads. I'm pretty
Probably,
certain.
yeah.
But
Oh wait,
was a good idea
is
to
add
check.
actually like, don't we need to use like encoded add, like?
I do question
And
that myself. I just thought about it, but I don't think so.
no, I think it will automatically convert anything to the proper thing.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be necessary.
At least if you do it with Postman, which is downloaded by now.
Yeah, right.
That would for sure just convert it and URL escape it. But well, I'm pretty certain there's nobody with an ad in the name, so won't have any false positives.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I would love to see this one logging in. What? That's not my email. That's really my username. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. That would be quite funny.
Shitty developers. Yeah, so that's it. We checked if there's somebody with ad, so it won't have any false positives. I mean, if there was somebody with ad, we could just add that some regex with dot as well. You can click, yeah, exactly. Take me straight to the app, and if you do the same thing here. Well, I actually didn't convert it, I think, but there's nobody with an ad. I'm pretty certain.
Yeah.
I think it's really only ASCII characters that are allowed in. Well, the question is add not an ASCII character?
Add is not an ASCII character. I don't know. I don't know.
Ouch. Well, we could look into the code. I'm pretty sure it's an ASCII character. There it is. 64.
Okay, 64. Where? I don't see it. Whatever. It's if you say 64. It's here. 64. I was looking for 46. I can't numbers.
And you can't English. No. Yeah, it's the German problem, right? Not being able to deal with numbers. Well, I think let's just write a simple regex, right? So let's just go top, scroll top. We make a private static final pattern and go here in the controller. Just go top. We just make it safe, right?
What do you want to make now?
So on there, because private static finals come top. So press enter and private static final. Well, the space too much, yeah. And now we want a pattern, a regex pattern.
What?
And let's call it email regex.
Okay.
And then equals pattern class pattern dot compile. And then now we can make a regex, right?
Okay.
And so I'd say in eckigen Klammern, I don't know, yeah, this one's, and then make it add, and well, then something which would be dot star after it, like dot star at the beginning as well, and then then make behind this like in the end. No, it should be fine like there, and then make eckige Klammern again. Yeah, and then make
Yes.
a dot
Square
there. Make a dot there in there. So, and then something again, like dot star again, right?
Like, what's the purpose of this?
That's just a dot. That's like a dot, like a real dot. It's not dot in regex
Oh,
stands for any character, but we want to have dot like really the dot. I mean the dot, not
yeah,
anything.
yeah,
So star away and then dot star. So this means something, an at,
yeah.
something, a dot, and then something. Right? So
Okay.
this is a lot. This is a lot
This is
safer.
not the official email spec, but
Well, it's. I mean, you have an at and a point, right? You need to have it. So this is a lot. I mean,
yeah,
if now somebody has an ad in his username, then well, it's his fault, right? So I mean, no, if
yeah,
somebody has is just an ad, then it won't trigger. It will only trigger if it also got a dot
yeah.
then, and
Actually, the email spec is crazy for how many ways there are to write down emails, but whatever.
you think there's a better regex? Like, can you possibly do more?
There is an regex which makes the perfect email matcher, but it's like 50 lines of regex. It's massive.
But
Like,
how does it like? What could you else filter? What else would there be to identify an email than this?
I
I'm
don't know,
just
but
interesting. I'm just interested.
just if you look up like a real email regex,
That works 99 point. Well, ours does work 100% of the time.
yeah, that's the regex. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because there are like tons of non-standard ways to write email addresses. It's really complicated in actually, but like I don't think we need that. We could actually just look for the ad, but whatever.
Yeah, but
I guess this
I
is
mean,
also
there's not
fine.
really much. Well, we could actually change from star to plus. Plus means one or more, right? And you need to have one or more characters before the ad. You need to have characters between the dot and the ad. So we should just.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. There are crazy ways. There are crazy emails. I would just just let it like this, and if people have an at and a point, it's fine. They are using an email. I think it's good enough.
Well, okay.
Because like there are really crazy ways to like to have email addresses which are valid, like valid email addresses that are like you can have IP addresses inside emails and so on. And yeah, I can't find it right now, but it's extremely complicated to correctly match emails, basically, if you want to
Well, if
do it.
somebody has IP addresses and emails, he can go and, you know.
Yeah, but if you want to do a plus anywhere here, you just tell me, we can do that.
No, we just leave it. Come on, it's just
Yeah,
gonna.
I would just
It's
leave it.
just. I'm also not sure if I can research this later on, but I don't think we're just gonna do it now.
Yeah, don't go there. Don't go there.
We
It's
need
not
to
happening.
go. We need to see in the code like which things it allows in the Java API, and I can't be bothered to do it.
Okay.
But it should be well enough. I mean, we just checked. Nobody has an ad anyway, so
Yeah. Right.
yeah. So scroll down. No, just go back to where we were with our if, and then instead of username contains, we just go with the email pattern. Email pattern. That's what we called the variable. Oh, email regex. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you build a matcher. with the username,
All right.
and then you say matches. And if it matches, then we do
Okay.
this.
Right.
Yeah. We're now gonna test this, right? Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty certain that is correct. Or you want to test it? Okay, go ahead.
Like the whatever.
Yeah, and then we need a unit test that clicks the
Okay.
button and fills out an email, and then it checks if the text field is correctly filled with
Is there
something.
an easy way to get to the correct unit test class from this class?
Yeah, Control Shift T.
Control Shift T. Ah, that's awesome. Let's wait. Let's first log out, I guess.
Yeah.
Is this the correct build? Yes. Okay. So now this will still
This will
try
try to log in.
and this should right. And now if I change it again, it works again. Okay. Well, that looks pretty good to me. Right. Okay.
Yeah. That's exactly the sentence I normally tell the people in technical help. So that makes less technical help requests. So yeah,
Yeah.
we can just go to the bottom. Go to the bottom.
To what?
The bottom. The bottom.
Oh, the bottom. Okay.
Yeah, press enter, and now you can press Alt einfügen, insert, Alt insert,
Alt insert. Okay.
and then test method. There we go. Test warning.
I just always call them exactly.
Well, we can't test this method directly, but well, we can
Right.
also.
Right, we can't. You're right.
I mean, we can't test this method directly, so well, we can still name it after it.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. Something
Like
that
this,
is descriptive. Yeah, I would say that's okay.
Test username, email.
You need to press enter.
Oh, okay. Right. No.
Yeah. Now the red box is gone. It wanted to kind of save. Okay, so let's call up. This actually extends abstract plain JavaFX test, which launches a small window, right? It really launched. You can see it if we run the test later.
Yeah, I saw that.
With all the tests running inside it. So we normally create like this instance, like the class we want to test. We just create a new one of it.
Okay.
And we also need to call the load fxml method. It's just it then loads the fxml. And also if there are not doing this to customers. Whatever. And well, we just do setups. And what we also use, we use JUnit. That's like the overall framework. And then we also use Mockito. That's where this add-mock comes from. So this things like the preference service. It's not an actual preference service. It's not an actual preference service, but it's a mock that has the same methods, but always returns null and does nothing. So if you want it to return something else than null, then you need to stub it. Then you need to say when this is called, then return this, right? And so you need to do the stubs. So they're all mocks. They're all not real instances, but they're all mocked. And well, but we don't need. Oh yeah, we need a mock. right? Because what did we call? Oh, actually, the first thing
Um,
what we need to do is this 18 I18N. It doesn't exist now, but we just mock it as
okay.
well. So you can take that. You can also mark it and press Control D if you want to. But
Control. Oh,
you
this
can,
one,
yeah,
like,
Control D. Oh, yeah,
kinda.
kind of. Yeah, and then you just say I18N, I18N. Yeah, hit Alt Enter to import it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it for this. So it's now, but as I said, we need to stop it because normally by default it always
Yeah.
returns null, and we wanna have some value.
So do we need to do this like here?
Yeah, we can also do it after the new login controller, but let's do it there. I18N then, and the method that we want to stop, get, and what we want to stop. We could also so we either include the string here, or we say, for example, we could also say any, or we can do
Okay.
we can do everything there. They are like matches, and they are pretty powerful. You can almost do anything there. But we wanna do the concrete string, like the one that we defined. I'm not sure which one
Yeah,
it was, but
this one.
and then return. And well, let's say we just return the key. I
Yeah.
would say just return the key. You already had it copied.
Oh, the key, right.
Yeah, I would say.
Not the X.
I mean,
Yeah,
does it
that
really matter?
makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let's just say, well, let's just save that into a constant. Click here, click Control Alt C. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then you just say underscore key maybe. Oh, you can
Oh,
Shift
yeah.
F6. No, yeah, whatever. Yeah,
What?
now you can rename it as well. But if you press Shift F6, you can also rename stuff.
Okay.
Maybe add
So
a
what?
key behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, and
like that.
make replace all occurrences. So it also
Oh,
replaces the other one. Yeah, nice. Enter.
oh,
So yeah. So it just returns the key when it is asked for the key.
yeah.
Yeah. Do we need to stop anything else? No, we don't, right? No.
Well,
These are all loaded, like really.
yeah,
Like in real
okay.
life, they're really there. So what we should do is now write
Yeah.
the question is, what do we need to call? Can you go back? Control
Mhm.
Alt 5 taste back, arrow back. Okay. No. No, I saw to login. We need to see where it's called, right? If you click with control on
Okay.
it, click control. Yeah, you can see where it's called.
Oh, okay.
Well,
That's
let's go for the
cool.
second one. I think the second one would be the correct one. And then scroll up. On login button clicked. Okay, that's what we need to call, right? And we need to just, I
Yeah.
think we just set the username input and the password input. We just fill them up with
Yeah.
some text in code. So let's go there and just fill them up in the test method we have.
Okay.
So it was username. Ah, yeah, instance.user. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Username input.
Guess. Is that the right
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. Dot set text. And then just test at example.com. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then the password. We shouldn't leave it empty, I think. Just we just said some bullshit.
Just like foo or something?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's make it full.
So
Now we need to call the instance.onLogin button clicked, right?
or first the log now yeah, on login button clicked, right?
Or we can actually also click the button. Let's click the button. That's better. Because
Okay.
then we actually test that you know,
Yeah.
the method is correctly linked. So login button. Fire. First one.
Click event.
No, just fire.
Okay.
You can say fire event, but we don't care about the event. We just say take the standard one, right? So
Okay.
it's fire, and well, everything should happen then, right? So first of all, we verify.
Yeah, the label, right?
No. Let's verify first. Type verify, and we can verify
Okay.
that certain methods on the mock were called. So we verify
Oh.
i18n, and then dot get email to this constant that we had.
All
Type
right.
big email e. Oh, there it is. Login with email key. Yeah, semicolon. And
Wait
now
a sec.
we can
This
Oh, you were cut up. Can you repeat it?
No, I'm just thinking about, okay, so this test that the get method on E18N was called with this thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
You can also do matches there. Like you don't need to have a concrete value, but we do know the concrete value it should be called with.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can, for example, go another test and it says equals or equals something or contains something. You know, you don't need to have do a concrete value. You can also say that something was not called. Like you can say verify no interactions i18n something, right? Oh, we can also do it here. Make it enter and say verify 0 interactions. Verify 0 interactions.
Okay, this one, right?
Yeah. And then user service.
Which service?
User service.
Okay.
Because this is the one that actually logs in, right? This is called like user service.login. We want to make sure that if it's email, we don't call the user service at all, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what we did with the return. And so if somebody messes up and deletes the return, that's gonna detect that. And what we want to do is probably that the error label is visible and also that it has a no, it's not verify. Verify is only for mocks and that certain methods were called or not called. So for that we could use the normal Java assert, but we don't. Like there's the keyword assert, but we use assert that. You could also use assert true. I mean, there's like assert that. Yeah, you need to include it, I think. Make alt
How
enter.
do I
alt enter?
alt enter.
And it says import static method. And you take the good question first one. I think it's the same method, to be honest. It's just two libraries that do both have them. But I think it's exactly the same. So you can insert that. You first put a value, and then you put a matcher. So
okay, so I guess
first
we
the
need
value.
the email.
So it's instant dot. No, it's normally the value.
Oh,
instance
okay.
Dot
First the real
the label.
Value.
Yeah, dot is visible maybe. Dot. Comma. No, not true. You need a matcher. It's is true.
Okay.
No, it's is and then true. It's is. The matcher is and then the value is true.
Oh, okay.
And this is, you also need to include this alt enter. Static method import. Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Oh.
You could also do assert true and then some Boolean
Yeah.
expression. We normally do this. It's actually pretty easy once you understood, and it's pretty powerful once you understood how it works, right? So you have a value there, and then you have some matcher, and there's anything you
Yeah.
can imagine as a matcher. Equals, contains.
Yeah,
No
I guess
idea.
this is basically the same as assert equals, just with a matcher, kind of.
Yeah, or you could also assert equals. I mean, yeah. I mean, GeoSearch always uses assert true and then put something in. So I guess you can
Yeah.
also do it. Download doesn't like it too much, I think, but he's not reviewing PRs at the moment anyway, and I don't really care. So you can also use assert true. But I was always forced to use that.
Okay, so I guess we need more.
Yeah, we could just check if the text of the login
Yeah.
label is getText is really
No, we need the.
we should equal though.
Um. Yeah.
EQ
Okay. Is it just a method?
equal?
Like.
No, EQ. The matcher is called EQ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait a sec.
Anything? String.
Did
Okay, it was
once.
the wrong EQ. Go.
Oh.
Do it again. Well, just. Okay. There was only one EQ?
It automatically imports like only one, I think. Yeah, I think there's only
Well,
one.
let's just go to another test then. Let's just go to tests. Yeah, Java. Just choose some random one. Yeah. Let's scroll down. Let's see if we can find some. It's all is.
Maybe.
Or you can just search for EQ and then
Yeah.
brackets opening with Control
Yeah.
Shift F. Control Shift F.
Control Shift F.
And then EQ, brackets opening. Oh, there we go. Click on it, and then oh, you can click on the EQ.
Okay.
It's a cool thing to do. Click on the EQ and then Control Q, which opens up the documentation. But you can also see what the import is, right? So you could also just copy that, maybe.
Yeah, I guess I will just copy the import, right?
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. It's there.
Alright.
If you click Control Q on anything, it opens up the documentation, which is pretty helpful. And it normally also downloads the thingies for everything. And don't worry about the unused imports. We just on commit. We're just gonna filter them out. So.
Okay. Well, it still complains.
Fuck it. Why?
So this getText, is that actually a string?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Is that
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Press Control Q.
okay.
It's a string.
That's a string. And this is also a string, right? Yeah.
It wants a matcher, but press EQ. Press Control Q on EQ. And it says it returns a T of T. Oh, it's an argument matcher. Go back. No, actually, oh fuck, I fucked up. It's is. Use is.
Right, because
there are argument matchers and there are matchers, and I fucked up. It's if you can actually here. This is, I think, an argument matcher. You need an argument matcher there, which you could use EQ for, because you're actually matching an argument, and here it's just a matcher, and they are different classes, and I think that's why it's a little fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I confused this as well, I think. Yeah, because now press Ctrl Q on here. Yeah, it actually returns a matcher, right? A matcher of type T.
Yeah.
And I think this is not an argument matcher. I'll see now it's org harmcast matchers, and I think the other one was the argument matchers. So this
Yeah.
was a different thing. Okay,
Exactly.
but yeah, the question is how do we want it now? Run it now. So we can only run the one test.
Okay.
So we just click there, and run.
So where does it show up here?
It's parsing Java. It's
Here.
it needs to compile first.
Right.
Needs to compile everything. That's the thing. Even though you just run one test, right?
Oh well. Okay, now it.
Yeah, and it says yes. And
close.
if you want to run all tests, you just click on test or the Java below and just right click and say run all.
Okay.
So
Run all tests. No, run all.
Yeah. You can also run it with coverage if you want, then you see how much code is covered by test.
Yeah.
But you don't need this because we have a continuous integration server that runs all tests automatically if you commit stuff.
Okay.
So you don't actually really need to run them locally. I mean, you do if you want to have the full exception of stuff. It's and you want to make quick tests. That's pretty cool to run it locally and see. While it's running, we're just gonna commit, right? So if you you can either click here or you press Ctrl K, and so you can then commit. Did it not let you?
Control K.
Yeah, Ctrl K.
Okay.
It doesn't kill your ACU. It doesn't kill your ACU. I can assure you. Okay. So you don't want to commit this idea stuff. You just take the
revert.
No, you don't need to revert. You can actually just
right.
The checkbox. Then you scroll down just to see if that's really what you changed. Yeah, that's exactly what we changed, right? We changed the controller. We changed the messages because we added.
Do you have like automatic import statement sorting or something?
Yeah,
or
you check this.
Right.
So optimize imports actually deletes imports you don't use, right? So that's also cool. Then rearrange code. So we have it also rearrange methods in some order on which they depend on each other, so it's better readable. You just check all of them.
Okay.
Cleanup code.
Cleanup as well?
Yeah, whatever. Not sure what it does, but we just check everything, and then then we make a commit message, and it actually does. It should follow a certain style.
Yeah.
First of all, the title, which should be short, so it fits in the GitHub history, right? So add email login warning, something like that, and it also should be imperative. Well, we don't really need to follow it, especially because Download is not reviewing PRs currently. But it's a good thing to do. It's just.
And do you have like the issue number?
Yeah, but you do enter like new line. Because then now GitHub takes this as the heading of the pull request. If you format it correctly, and now you make the description, which will always also be the description of the pull request. So it shouldn't be imperative. Now it should be the other thing. So adds a new adds warning if username contains an ad. Kind of that.
Username containing. or with username looking like email.
Yeah. And then you
Something.
make a new line again. And then it says fixes, hashtag
Yeah, okay.
fixed. You're sure that works? Because there's certain keyword which GitHub
Yeah,
detects
I'm
and
not
then
I'm
closes
not
the.
sure.
I'm not sure. I'm certain that fix works also. Fixes works, but fixed, not too
Yeah,
sure.
it probably does, but we don't need to like
We don't need
try.
to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also this one there. You could have also looked for the number
Right,
there. Just saying. Yeah, and then you just go commit and push. Not commit,
right.
but you can. There's a drop down, and you can select commit and push there.
Okay.
Commit and push. And now it does the code optimization, and it says you got such and such warnings, and you don't care.
Okay, just commit and push.
Yeah. I don't know how many warnings the project has, but enough. But
Okay.
that's like it in every project.
You
Okay,
did it already.
no, he didn't. I don't know why it somehow sometimes it doesn't work. I'm
Okay.
not sure. Maybe it's because if you click beside the dialogue and you don't say commit and push, but you click beside it, and that's. I'm not sure why
Okay.
sometimes. What? Doesn't work again.
Please do it. Maybe I should click review.
No, because then you need to commit again. Try
Okay,
again.
okay.
Just try again. Maybe the window was
Yeah.
broken. I don't know.
How
Control
do I
K.
commit again?
Control K.
Control.
Or the green check there. And you can just uncheck that again, and
Yeah.
everything else stayed the same. Commit and push.
Maybe you should just. Oh, I can't push. Of course, I can't push. I don't
No,
have
but believe me, it should still work. Commit and push. Yeah, now
Oh.
I think it's just the window was broken. I don't know what it had, but see, it's now creating a new branch on remote, right? That's why it says that's new.
Yeah.
There was only local. That's the commit it's making, and you can see the files are changed, and you have to just hit push, not force push.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do it anyway. So well,
But I think I need
you
to
are.
log in.
Yeah, but it knows.
Yeah.
It asks you.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you know the auto typing feature of KeePass?
Yeah, I know. I use that for some things, but
But you shouldn't do it on record. Well, actually, we could delete it,
yeah.
of course, but sometimes it does type. It does type in the wrong places.
That's why I remove enter from default like auto typing so that it never presses enter by itself by default,
Okay.
which like that's very useful. Like because sometimes if you're in the chat window or something and you press Control A or something and it types all of your stuff into the chat window, that actually happened to me once.
Okay, so now we go to the pull requests on GitHub and create one.
Yeah.
So
right.
pull requests here. Yeah, you shouldn't do it like that. That won't work.
Yeah.
Pull requests, and it also suggests you to use the branch you just did, and then you can add me as reviewer.
Okay.
You can add a label which says you actually want this to be merged. It says ready to be merged. You can just type ready.
Ready to be merged. Okay.
Ready to be implemented. Yeah, there are all sorts of labels, and then create one. And the nice thing as well, it's now gonna be so there are gonna be certain checks. This one that just checks your code quality. If you, for example, if you did a if without brackets, this one is gonna complain. It's gonna be a cross then. This one is
Yeah.
gonna test if you dropped in unit test coverage, right? If less lines of code after your pull request will be covered by unit tests. I mean, it's not like PRs don't get merged if they do decrease code coverage, but if it's something that
Yeah.
is testable and it decreases, then you might be asked to write unit tests. We also have 2 continuous integration tests. This one, I mean, they are both the same for you because you're up to date with develop, but normally there's one that tests like your code like normally, and one
Yeah.
if your code gets onto the newest develop, and then it just runs
Yeah.
all tests, and it's green if all run through, and it gets a red cross if not. And if you want to see which test failed, you can click on details and it's gonna tell you. Also,
Yeah.
but it's really cryptic and it's shit. So
Okay.
it's better running the test locally then, and in 99% of the cases, the tests also fail locally. Yeah, you can see it's
Okay.
running now for 1 minute, and yeah, if it's through, I'm just gonna merge it because, well, I don't need to review it. I saw you doing it. I think that's enough.
Yeah.
So it will be in the next release for sure.
Okay. Cool.
And you're gonna be you can now you can tell your if you go on interviews for your new job, you can tell them you're an open source contributor.
Yeah, I actually did some open source already, so but it's always good
Oh,
to have more.
fuck. No advantage at all. Yeah. Gonna stop
I
the
fixed
video.
like a TGR image library and made it like 50 times faster or something.